the way that Bitcoin pushed today, everybody's saying it was a fluke, but I don't know. And again, we're still in that range anyway, man. They're kind of right, right? Like our range of Bitcoin has been in between, I want to say 18.5 and about 20, 20K. We've been stopping at 20K a lot. Look, even right here, 19. Today is stopped at 18, 19. Hold on. I bet you that's my daughter too, man, calling me when of course she is. Dude, she always do. She doesn't call me all morning and all day, and then she calls me when I have class every time.
Never fail.
Dude, never, bro. But yeah, yeah. So let me
I
go.
seen AR trade. He was killing it.
Oh, he's another monster, man. He is a beast analyst, man. He's a beast, man. Like I've had a class with him a few times. Me and him have done um live charting like together. And he's a monster, man. Like that kid is, and he's up and coming, man. He wasn't, at the beginning he wasn't like that. He was hitting every now and then, a few, but now the dude is like hitting them, bro. And he's another one that we plan on getting in here, to give us a nice little live lesson on what he's looking at, dude. Because I'm curious. He has my curiosity, man. Like. A lot of the times when I was up and coming that, I was kicking ass, everybody was always curious of the things I did, because I was doing it, man. And that's when I would come up with my classes and do it. This is why, like, there's so much money in this in trading that nobody should be greedy, right? Like I've met people where they're like, "Oh no, man, I don't want to show you my trading style because, it works for me, it might not work for you." I'm like, "Dude, how do you know if you don't let me try it?" Dude, like the fuck.
Yeah,
Like some people get real greedy with that shit and it just shows you
there's
like the
billions of dollars in it.
dude,
Me copying what
billions.
you're doing ain't gonna hurt you at all.
Brother, billions and billions. Why not share what you know so it can help the next person get to that level, right? Like, and if
Hmm.
not even faster, right? Because again, a lot of the struggles of traders is the whole up and coming, right? When you're trying to learn and it's theories and back testing, if you can help somebody avoid a lot of that headache, man, why not, dude? And this is why I love these
Hmm.
classes and teaching because it's like, dude, let's help the next person, right? I'm still learning, and every time I do these classes, bro, I even pick up things myself, man. So that just shows you that the learning never stops when it comes to this shit, man. But it's
Yeah, like the other class that you had with the forex that kid was telling you about a port of 25 to 30. I was like, God, jeez.
Oh, dude. Oh, hey, I've met some of these guys with some ports, man, that'll have you like, holy shit, man. Yo, young too, man. I'm like, damn, dude, really? You got like almost a million in your fucking account, bro? Like, crazy, man. Crazy, bro.
Wow, like it's nothing.
Oh, dude, like it's nothing. Well, again, some people are well off, man. You and I didn't grow up like that, right? You know what we went through growing up.
Yeah.
A lot of these other people don't. A lot of these other people that trade, man, and it's a blessing, right? This is why I love to see these young guys trading because remember, you and I at that age of 15, 14, what we were doing, right? Playing games, fucking, hanging out on the
Yeah.
streets, getting, chasing girls and stuff. A lot of these guys at that age, they're already looking to run businesses. They're already, learning how to trade, how to, diversify their money. We didn't learn that shit, man. Like we learned this now, or at least a few years ago, right? Like these guys are learning at an early age, man, and that's a blessing, man. And again, everything is there, right? Like everything, it's at their fingertips now. Before you and I had to go to the library and shit, right? And wait our
I got
turn
books.
for a computer, sign up for the internet. Fucking, it's crazy, man. All right, dude, let's do our thing, man. So yeah, guys, Bitcoin, of course, is always, always, always in our radar. I mean, it's the mover, right? It's the number one go-to. So this is why we always, always start our Sunday prep looking at Bitcoin. I'm trying to wait. I want to find the chart that I used before because the one before will kind of show us all the things that we were looking at, right? And again, if you guys, for those of you that this is your first time doing Sunday preps with us, we've been doing this for since we started Good Vibes. Every Sunday we're in here trying to draw it out to see where we're at. This is our universal base right here where again, we said it last Sunday. It doesn't seem to want to break this. So every time we're down here, I'm longing,
Hey,
dude.
you
And
still got the recap on?
the recap? Wait.
Yeah, it's on the screen.
Oh, what? But you're seeing the Bitcoin right now, yeah?
No, no, it's the recap is showing right now.
Wait, what recap? What recap? Are you talking about?
The
Oh
October
shit,
recap.
dude. Why the fuck is it showing that? Hold on. La, 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 la. Okay, there we go. All right,
Yep.
that one, yeah. Yeah, but
Yep.
I wanted to do it to whatever I go to. Right now, I was just stuck on that screen. Let me see if I can fix this real quick. Change window to. Oh, this is why. Okay, I know what I did wrong. Now I was here, and then now I was switching to here. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, perfect. That's what I wanted. All right, so again, those of you that are new, we've been doing this for weeks, man. Like every week, every Sunday, we're here. Reason I keep long and do it, and you guys saw, man, like I closed it at 50% because Sunday I wanted to start my charts fresh, right? What was our entry on this? I think it was like fucking 19, like low, dude. We were just here. We were hanging around here the whole time, up 50%. And I said it last Sunday. I'm like, guys, if we keep holding this level, I'm just gonna keep longing that shit, man. We had another nasty dip, right? This one went all the way to almost 17.9. Ouch. But instantly, and when I tell you guys instantly, look at the 4 hour candle, right? It dipped all the way down to here. Within that same time frame, it closed green. That's always a good sign, man. Whenever you have a big nasty dip like this and it closes green instead of red, that's showing you that shit, man. There's some strong buy down here, which is demand zone, right? What's our demand zone? Is our strong buy zone. So it just verified it yet again for the one, two, three, four, five, shit, sixth time. That's why I'm gonna keep longing every time. Look, we're at resistance now, right? We're at resistance. There's a little bit of resistance here. These are these levels, man. That until we don't really break, I'm not, you know, fucking like all hyped up, like, oh shit, yeah, we're back in the bull run just because of today's run, right? It was a beautiful run. Hey, not knocking it. I just saw a lot of people make good money. Again, if I held, I could have fucking had almost 150% instead of just selling for the 50. But profits are profits, man. I'm never wrong. You'll never go broke taking profits, right? But dude, like it ran, man. It ran beautifully. However, look at the last few weeks, though, right? Same thing. We had a nice run up, and it didn't continue giving us lower, lower lows and lower highs. It went to shit every time, So we could even probably short this, to be honest. But I want to see how the market is, right? Like right now we are red. Wouldn't be a bad idea. I want to see how tomorrow opens. I am gonna look at charts later, tonight. So I'll probably jump back on live again later on at 6 now, maybe like 9 o'clock. Still gotta go put my son to bed. But I do want to look at charts, man. I want to see if maybe this is a good short, you know, shorts right now. And again, it's the market's red. A lot of these things did run up. So I want to see if they're all kind of reaching resistance like Bitcoin is, which is again why these things drop. I'm not convinced until we don't beat these levels, man. Like if we zoom this over, look, we're still in this box. We did this box over here. That was what, a few weeks ago. If you push it to the right, it's still in this box. So we're still not really moving with Bitcoin. It's just ping ponging, and that's okay. I told you guys that's not a bad thing as long as we're not breaking this green, monster support demand zone. Um, we're okay. Another good thing is that we finally broke that weekly downtrend, guys. That have been fucking kicking our ass since last November. This is your weekly chart, man. Look at your lower highs, and let me move it up just a tad. So, but yeah, it's still hugging there, right? Hits off of there, even hit off of there once right here, and came down, right? But we didn't keep going down. We went sideways, we broke it. Now, just because we broke it doesn't mean we're gonna go up. Usually, yeah, on a nice, down trend break, you want to kind of long it, but usually we're long with trend breaks like this. You'll see a nice run up, man. Even like one candle like this, we didn't get that, which to me shows us that yeah, we're really not break as of right now, right? Again, as of right now, because for all we know, tomorrow we can break this fucking demand and it could go to 17, 12, whatever everybody keeps talking about. But as of right now, we broke trend, which is great, right? We're in the middle. I don't like that. I don't like making trades in the middle, right? Because what I tell you guys, right? We're in the middle right now. Support is where you want your entries on your longs. Resistance is where you want your entries on your short. When it's in the middle, it's like a flip of a coin. You understand? You're literally dead set in the middle. This is called no man's land. Um, it's hard to get good trades off of this unless you again you probably buckle it down to a daily and see certain patterns, right? Like if you see certain patterns, this was your breakout. It didn't really retest and fucking run up like breakouts do. This is why I'm still concerned, and we're still in this box, right? So as long as we're in this box, this is gonna be our shorts, right? I'm gonna put this red thick line so we know, and maybe we can see it next week on next Sunday prep to see if we're here, right? And if it rejects again, but this is, this is it, man. That 20K, I even want to say maybe 25, right? We'll give it a nice little space. 20 and even 25 has been that rejection zone, right? Look, and it's showing us right here in the daily, almost came up to it, came down, went up to 2200, came down. This time it went up to the 2500 for a few days, but then came right back down. So that's going to be our, every time we get to this point, unless we see a clear breakout, right? A clear breakout where it's actually building from up here, then that's when we're really gonna start longing and grabbing some of these beautiful breakouts. Because if Bitcoin is doing that, I'm pretty sure a lot of these other charts will find nice breakouts on them as well. If we reject, like I said, we play the short. Right now I don't know how to play this, safely. I can get in trades and we can always adjust. And that's, I think, has been my specialty is doing that. Even when I get in a trade, right, guys, I'm always still dissecting it, still putting up new lines. Those of you guys that seen that when we jump on a trade and we go in live and I'm showing you guys my live trade, I'm showing you what I'm looking at, right? And again, just because the trade is, let's say you get an entry here and it goes down, doesn't mean you're down and out for the count, right? The only way you're down is when you cut for a loss. Perfect example is APT. I was down 100 and negative 120% on that trade. My stop loss originally, and mind you, I put mental. When I say mental, I mean mental. That it's I'm looking at it. If it cut, if it really doesn't show me that it's gonna stop at that point, then I'll cut it and I'll let you guys know. And I always inform you guys of when I cut my trades. Win or loss. But there was something about APT that kept telling me, Kenny, don't cut it, man. I'm telling you, it's gonna fucking run. It's gonna run, and guys, that shit ran, right? Look at my entry on this.
Um,
Dude, it ran, bro. Like, brother, when I tell you it ran, let me get a bigger screen on this. Hold on. How do I do this? This and this. Right? So check this. Check this, right? Original entry. Let me stretch this out for you guys. Original entry was here. Not the best, right? I was longing. I saw after this candle again, it caught me, right? It caught me. However, it went down, dude, and bad. Like, look, but I did see this trend line. And when this is when I tell you guys I was down from here to negative 120% at this point. However, I saw we were also having lower highs and it was holding this trend line that I drew. This is why, and I don't even think I posted that trend line because I saw this trend line after the fact, right? This is why I tell you, just because I send you guys a trade and I put those lines doesn't mean I sit back on my ass and just let things happen. I still look at certain points. What if I miss this resistance? Shit, that I need to definitely trim here because I didn't see at that point. I saw this afterwards, right? And the fact that it came down and went to this, I was like, damn, dude, like, fuck, man, negative 120%. But I always told you guys too, I was like, guys, let's go in light because I have a feeling this might come down. And when I tell you guys that, it's for a reason. I go in 1 to 2%. That's it, 1 to 2% on that first trade because I'm anticipating the drawback. This one, I anticipated this, right? This was the original one. I didn't anticipate it coming all the way down here, which was kind of scared me a bit. But again, I just, I've been looking at these new coins. Look, it just came out, man. And the minute it came out, it ran, gave you a nice little spike. There's something about these new coins. And again, as long as Bitcoin isn't at that level where it's coming down, these altcoins, especially these ICO or new coins that are coming out, they're gonna run, right? They're just like anything new, just like Ape did when it first came out. So I was waiting for this, man. I didn't think, and I didn't even think we were gonna get this now. I was thinking maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, Monday, sometime during the week. It fucking flew, guys. Like shit, man, it flew. So again, we were here when we were down negative 120. I saw that we started coming back up. Once we came back to these levels, to this other demand that I had that we broke before, I averaged down. I was like, oh shit, this thing is showing life, right? But of course, with my luck, it started to come down a little bit right at entry, and it started doing all this. It went to TP1. I think I posted it. That night, yeah, I was like, guys, trimming here, came down, and wow, like, look, man, I closed this trade. What was it at 575? It was up at 575 at one point, and then I closed it about 550, man. Only trimmed it twice. Like shit, man. This one paid. This is why I've been just taking it easy because this one gave me a nice boost in my portfolio, man. And I'm happy. I'm happy about this trade. I stuck out my guns. I didn't panic when this happened. I still did my homework on it, which gave me more confidence to stay in it and hold through. And everybody that held with me, bro, they profited because they all messaged me like, "Yo, holy shit, Kenny, I just made almost 200." Like these guys made money, man, on this trade. So it's these. This is why we do this, right? This is why we study these charts because we panic when we see big red candles. And I'm starting to notice that when we see big drops like this, it's an opportunity for a long. You understand? If I wait, mind you, look where I caught this, right? I caught this up here. That's me still my inexperience. That's me still learning, right? And I keep getting mad at myself because I keep doing this. But TA, studying this, I've been dogging this for the last 2, 3 years, trying my best to learn this more and more every day on my free time. Stay up to 2, 3 in the morning sometimes learning this shit, guys, because I love this. Like I really do like this a lot. You understand? So again, I was down, right? Not the best entry. I need to work better on my entries and lower entries to get it for us. And I have every now and then I'll come up with a nice good entry play. Bitcoin was a perfect example, right? Look at our entry on Bitcoin. Let me see if I still have the chart on now. PTC USDTP. Big bet. Is it this one? Of course not. Let me see. No. Come on. Grab. Oh, you shouldn't. Grab it. There we go. All right. So where's BTC? Damn, this one doesn't show my entry on it. Oh, damn it. All right. So the other one, same thing. Oh, there it is. 18.9. Look at that entry, dude. 18.9 475. Like on something that hit, man, that hit beautifully. And again, I cut just because again I wanted to clear my chart today. It's Sunday. I like to start Monday with a nice clean um exchange, and plus, like I said, in my announcement, I meant it. I'm cutting everything off of BitGet and moving over to BangX. I'm just waiting for the right confirmation from them this week so they can send us the code and we can all get discounts. I'm not making that account until they don't give me a discount, until we don't all get discounts on that account on BingX. If not, it's not really worth it because we're getting 33% off our trading fees in BitGet. And I make sure I let them know that. But they also did mention that they are like Binance as far as they're the lowest fees in all the exchanges. From KuCoin to Bybit to BitGet to all of these other ones, man, they're the lowest. And somebody mentioned that in the chat. That's how I know they were saying the truth. So, on top of that, it's one of the lowest exchanges right now and a discount. I think that would be, no brainer for us to go over there and no KYC and no VPN. So, you know, plus not only that, again, a lot of us are leaning towards Forex. I already started making my BingX watch list. Like these are all the coins, and they have a lot of coins. Shit, look, like they really do have a lot of coins, man. And I think they might have more than BitGet if I'm not mistaken. But they have a shitload of new coins. They have coins. They're always adding, just like BitGet. They have a few of them that is their own. Like I think this football one is only on BingX, so this is cool. They have their own coins as well. Bam, here are our indies, right? Australia, FTX, the Nas, Dow Jones, and here are our Forex. So this is everything in one, man. I really do like that. Like that we can trade these as well. As long, with our crypto, with our indices, like it's dope to have all of that in one platform. I just think, it's going to take them a little time for, to fix it up, to make sure that they have it running 100%. No exchange does that. Even BitGet had his problems at the beginning. Even Binance had his issues at the beginning as well. So give these guys time and I think they'll be a hot, like really top exchange and forced to be reckoned with, man. This is why I really want to team up with them now, while they're still in the early stages. But it's cool, man. They have everything here. They have the charts that I need. That's all I need, guys. Low, good charts, a good amount of charts, and low trading fees, and I'm in there. So yeah, I'll be switching to that this week. I'll make the announcement. I had the, like I said, a Zoom meeting with them. They sound pretty awesome, man. They really do like what we're doing here, so they're really eager to work with us as well. So I'm really excited about that. Um, but yeah, guys, man, look, as long as we hold these levels, every time Bitcoin comes down here, look, this shit looks like it's coming right back down. And I wouldn't be surprised, right? Every run up like this has led to an immediate come down. And look, I'll even show you guys, right? Like every run up has led to an immediate rundown. So it's like, do we want to chase this right now and run up? Hell no, right? Look, right here, ran up, went sideways, came right back down. That's Bitcoin's MO right now. That's it's the trend that it's doing. It's something I've been noticing, man. Just, until we don't really break these levels up here, then I am still gonna say that we are completely neutral. Oh, I do have my Bitcoin one right here. Hell yeah. Look, that shit hit all five TPs. Look where my TP5 was, right at this point right here where it was like, damn. And again, I always tell you guys, my TPs are rejection points. So the fact that it broke right through two, when didn't even look at three, played around in four, went straight to five, and five it finally rejected right down to number four. Like, it's a beauty, man. It's a beauty. But again, as long as we're at these levels, I'm gonna keep longing, man. The only way you'll see me really short, if it's either again from one of these levels up here, which I think at this point, I don't want to say we missed this. It's still possible, but look, we're still at that support, man. So I don't know what Bitcoin's gonna do right now. It can either go sideways and still continue to build, because that was a strong run, man. That's not your normal, just little pump and dump scenario, man. Like, it ran, went sideways, and gave us a little more, dude. That's, it's usually run, 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 up, comes down. So this is why I'm not fully convinced. I know a few people said in the chat that it was like a fake pump up. I don't know. I'm not fully convinced yet, which is why I kind of want to stare at it tonight, see what other plays we could come up with. But as of right now, everything's pretty red. So I don't know. Might lean towards some shorts. And again, it could just be a sell off, right? Like, it doesn't mean that these things are fully coming down, but they all ran this weekend, which is amazing because we all know that weekend volume is never pretty much there to the point that it's pushing these things the way it has. So you know, we'll keep looking at these things, guys. I'll keep definitely looking at all these alts to see which ones we could find. All right, so let me see. XLM is one. Any questions so far on Bitcoin or anything that I'm going over? Please let me know now. If not, we'll look at Ethereum next. See how Ethereum is looking, and then give us. Then we'll
What's
talk.
those TP points?
TP are target points, right, brother? So if this is my entry, right here, I'll show you exactly what it is. Okay. All right. If I entered, let's say, where the hell was my entry, right? Let's say it was here, right? If I entered here, and I'm anticipating this coming up, right? Because I'm looking at certain patterns. I'm seeing we have a downtrend. I'm anticipating this breaking out, right? So I'm anticipating it going up. That's your long. When you're going, anticipating Bitcoin coming down or any other coin coming down, that's your short, right? If I'm anticipating this going up, then I have to set certain limits where I think it might hit, because that's a place where I want to trim, right? Like, again, let's say I put up $100 here, and at this point is up 50%. That's already what,
Mm-hmm.
$50 out of the 100. Then I want to trim something here because there's nothing that you can study that's gonna tell you, hey, this is gonna continue going up. You understand? It's
Yeah,
the
you don't want to
market.
take a loss, so you trim.
Exactly, brother. And what one of my, I think, most successful thing that I've ever done with this trading is come up with this plan, dude, where it's I come, you go up, whatever, you're profitable, you come up to one of these target points, you trim some. I always put stop loss at entry, right? Because that way, if it does decide it wants to come down again, I don't know. Nobody knows where these things
Yeah.
go. So if it wants to
And you
come
made some
down,
money off of it.
exactly, brother. I made some money, and my other half or whatever I left in there, it's not gonna go red because it's just gonna hit stop loss at entry and break even. And just like you said, we already added to our portfolio. That's called compounding, right? I'm always trimming and adding. These, again, some people don't like it. That's them. Me, it works for me, dude. Like, it really does work for me really well. So I do that, right? And again, the way you find these target points, is this: you want to look at your resistance points, right? If I'm entering here, the first place I see resistance, and this is why I even put this line. I didn't make it a target point because it was pretty close. That probably only would have gained me like about 5%, but I saw it. So I put tough resistance, right? It's showing me that every time it comes here, it comes down, right? Right here, it came up, came down. Right here again, resistance. Now it works as a support. So this is a both. I don't know how you say both, but I used to call it what did I say? It's supportive resistance, minor supportive resistance line, pretty much. Where at one point it can work as a support where it broke up, but held right on that line, went up, held on that line, and then it blasted off. And then at another point, it came up and it resisted on it. Rejection. Boom, came up close to it, rejected again. So That's how you look for your target points, right? This one was target point number one. You have support here. And mind you, even before that happened, I was looking at it over here. I seen it as a resistance here, support there, support. As long as you have these touches, every time I'm pointing to it, that's a touch. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The more touches you have, the stronger the line is. See what I'm
Gotcha.
saying? Now, this is how it shows you that it's a good TP, because if we entered here, look at the big run up that it had, right? Where did that run
Yeah.
up stop? At that first TP. See? It went up,
Mm-hmm.
mind you. Here, let me show you a little closer. It ran up. Look where the
And you can
body.
see all across on the right hand side too. They're
And
playing around that
exactly,
first TP.
yo, hey, exactly. It didn't keep running up. That shit didn't. It went sideways, right? And the good thing is that it didn't come back down, because then it would have just hit stop loss at entry, and even then, we trimmed something, but it didn't. You said it, bro. It kept going sideways around it. Look, it played around it, went back down, played around it. This is what made me want to just cut it today, because I was like, this shit's going sideways a little too much, and it was going doing this for days. Look, I even show you. This is the beautiful tools of uh trading view, that you have things like this that kind of measure all that shit out, man. So let's see, we were here, bam, let's say from like here to here, 1 day and 3 hours 30 minutes. That's how long it went
Wow.
sideways at that point, bro. That's why, I was kind of convinced. I'm like, dude, this shit's either gonna really rip or it's gonna drop to shit. I was like, you know what, it's Sunday, I'll start over. If I'm that trader, bro, that I don't care what levels this thing is at, man. If this is where she wants to build, then this is where we're gonna start playing it. My next call will be along from here, and I'm looking at my indicators and breakouts, and we'll play it from there. But I was fine. 50% is still always good, man.
Yeah.
50%. It went sideways, 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 sideways. Hey, I think I sort of got around here this morning. I woke up. I was like, all right, guys, I'm just gonna close this. A few hours later, boom! Hey, look at this shit, man. It went all the way to TP5, dude. Like, but this is how you find your TPs, man. Look, right here is TP number 3. Why? Because we have a resistance here, resistance there, kind of works as a support there, resistance there. See, so all these lines that I always put up is where I want my call to go to. Mind you, I wish, I wish I held. I would have been like, shit, dude, I would have kept trimming
Yeah, but you
along
made
this.
some money off it. Better than
Yeah,
no money or taking a loss.
exactly, exactly. Like I said, I'm happy I took profits, man. Before I used to fucking get mad. Oh my god, like a big kid. Hey, oh my god, I fucking took profit and look where it's at now. Now, dude, I'm okay with that shit, because every day is a different experience. I'm gonna find a trade one way or another, man. Every day. This is why I do this constantly, right? So I can continue to find trades like this on a day-to-day basis, bro. No matter what market we're in, whether we're bull, whether we're bear. As long as you practice this, bro, and you're gonna keep learning, man. The more you practice this, the more you're gonna see these things for what they are, and you're gonna be able to notice a lot of patterns, repetitive patterns that you see is like, oh shit, well I seen this and it held support before. You know what? Let me long this, and then you come back a few hours and that shit is up here. That's what TA does, man. Like it's a beautiful thing, bro, and it's always that niche, right? Like when we used to play Sega and PlayStation, what was the first thing we used to buy when we bought a game? We used to go to the internet or buy that book, the cheat
Yeah, cheat
codes.
guys.
Cheat codes. Well, man, exactly. We used to buy the cheat codes. What's this trading, right? Like, what's learning this? What's studying this? It's your fucking cheat code to learning these patterns, to having that edge that these other retailer guys don't do when they first come in, which is just trading blindly. And we all do it. I did that shit for months before I finally decided to pick up a book or a YouTube channel on how to trade. I was trading. Oh yeah, Olga, this guy said to get on Bitcoin, guys. Let's get on Bitcoin. Oh, it looks like it's going up, and then it goes down. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. Now it's different, right? Now I know. Now I'm seeing these points where it rejects, where it bounces off of, how I play it, and it helps, man. It is that cheat code to me. I swear it is. So study, guys. Study, study, study. The more you study these things, the more you're gonna learn this. Fat, the faster you're gonna get be able to do this by yourself, man. Like the whole key and point to good vibes and everything I do with trading is to teach others to do this shit themselves. It's great to learn and piggyback off of your favorite trader. Yes, I did it for a while. We all do it. That's how you learn, right? And now the beauty is that all these new traders are all doing what I'm doing, right? We're all putting charts. Before they didn't do that shit, man. Ask KJ, ask Conduit. Those are the old school guys. Those are the guys that I was watching when I was learning, and they were the only two guys really around, mind you. Even they weren't putting charts. KJ, I think to this day, or Conduit doesn't really put charts. They just put out their trade. Hey guys, entering Bitcoin here. Here's your target points. Here's your exit. That's it. They don't draw. They don't show you their chart. I do because to me, everybody that's ever done this to, or since I started doing this, have always gotten good feedback. Hey, Kenny, thank you for posting your chart. Now see why you got in it. I'm learning just by you putting your charts. Thank you. So that has, that's what locked me into it, man. Ever since I started getting that feedback, I'm like, you know what? If it's gonna help these guys, then let me put my chart in every trade I do. And you guys know me, man. I do that. It might take
Yeah,
me
it
some
breaks it
time.
down.
Yeah, do it. I might take some time sometimes, because sometimes I forget. An hour later, I'm like, oh shit, I didn't even send these guys a chart. Damn, and I'm rushing to send it to you guys. But one way or another, I always send it because it helps, man. The visuals, classes, they help you guys, all of us, man. They help us get a little faster to that goal of wanting to become a full-time trader. Of learning this at a point where you can just depend on yourself, right? Like, so anything that helps, man, I'm always gonna be down for it, and we're gonna do, bro. All right. Any questions so far? If not, like I said, my bad. I know I was supposed to go to Ethereum a while ago. We'll go to Ethereum and we'll go to SPY and then we'll call it a night because I really do want to get in a trade tonight, man. I love my night trading. That it's when everything is calm. Maybe we'll look for something to swing into this week. I want to see how SPY looks. Yeah, let's look at SPY real fast, man. That'll kind of help me decide if we really want to swing something till tomorrow. Depends on how low SPY. Cause I know even SPY was taking an ass whooping 4 hour last week, right? So there it is. And this is the difference, guys. Hey, also, man, look. So this is your stocks chart, and the way you can tell the difference is this. You see these little gaps? We don't have that in crypto, man, because crypto is 24/7. All these gaps are days that the market closes on a Friday, opens up on Monday, and shit like that, right? Or a holiday is here and it didn't do anything that day, but then it ends up opening lower. I don't like that, man. I've always been against that shit. I think it's so stupid that if I get in on a trade here because it broke support and it looks like it's ripping down, like most of the charts do, I've gotten in on a trade on SPY that did that. That I'm here. I'm like, yeah, boy, watch Monday. This shit's gonna be down here, and all of a sudden Monday it opens up here, and I'm down, and I have to take the loss. So instead of seeing it come back, and I'm like, all right, dude, I want to cut here, back at break even. You don't even get the chance, dude. You just wake up and it's all of a sudden here. That's the difference between both charts. Other than that, both markets are very, they how do you say this word? They kind of match each other more as far as when you look at SPY, you can kind of get a good grasp of how Bitcoin is going to do. They correlate. I want to say, right? They correlate, and I've been saying that shit for years, man. I've been trading with guys doing stocks and options for a while. And I know, and when we saw how Bitcoin was moving, and certain days the SPY was moving, we were saying that we're like, dude, there's some kind of like little, just weird, fucking thing that whenever Bitcoin runs up or SPY had run up, Bitcoin that day was running up too, or vice versa. SPY, Bitcoin just took a nasty crash, and we've seen this happen. We saw in one of the last 2 Sunday or 3 Sunday preps ago, and you guys could check it, just to verify. We said it right. I think SPY was it? No, Bitcoin was going down. It was having a shit weekend. We were like, guys, it's a red week, or at least Monday is gonna be a red Monday. Boom, next thing you know, tomorrow came, next day it was a red Monday, right? So that shows you how you can kind of look at these other charts and things and get a good grasp of how your market's doing. And this is why I love these Sunday preps so much, because it does that for us. It gives us a nice little window of where we should be trading. Now SPY, guys, SPY. Here's your other resistance right here. I mean, support. There's your good support, right? We even have another good support, I want to say, about here. Change that to red or to white, whatever. We'll do this white. So no, that'll be the last one. All right, there's our strong support. Right, we came down once, hit it, went up, down again, and that, if anything, looks like a double bottom, just a really ugly one because again, it's stocks. But look, that just shows you. Look at the gap up on this. The day it closed here, it opened down here and ran up here. It's fucking crazy. But the beauty is that you can still look at these things, man. This is why TA does that for us, right? Even with these nasty little gap up and down, we can still find lower highs, right? Lower highs, there's your downtrend. So overall, we still are in a pretty big downtrend. However, we are at some strong support. Look at this W, almost double bottom right here. Could have been a triple top if it would have went down. However, it didn't. So which shows you that the double bottom is a little stronger than the triple top. And it broke right through and gave us all that, right? Again, double bottom, what we're having right here. 1, 2-ish, right? Little ugly little. Oh no, you guys can see there, there. right? So if that's gonna happen, but mind you, now we're at the neckline too. This is where I was just saying with the other trade, with the other one over here, where that neckline it broke and we ran, right? If it wouldn't have, that would have been your one, two, triple top coming down. So we're at that scenario almost right now. We're not exactly. I think it still needs a little bit more, to really be at that resistance. It's still under. I want to say what we're at 374, maybe by 376 ish, 377 ish. We'll see how the and again that's your first 4 hours of the market, right? That's what 8, 9, 10. You know, during fucking midday, we should get a good glimpse of what's gonna happen, man. Either we're gonna probably reject at this, and again, I wouldn't be surprised, right? As long as we go ping ponging up and down, we're kind of squaring it out right here on SPY. Right, as long as we stay in this little square, then it'll just ping pong. We'll reject maybe off of this nice 377, come back down to the 355, and come back up and down until again we get a strong move either to the upside or to the downside. But even if we do get a strong move to the upside and break this, we still have this trend line to look at, right? Not a bad thing because again, we're in a downtrend overall, yeah, but that's a good run up, man. From fucking 364 all the way almost to 415. That's a strong run up, and even when you have those strong run ups like that, that's still days of the market being green. Even though if again it's in an overall, big downtrend, but yeah, you can always still scalp your longs. It's just again, you get more bang for your buck when you follow the overall trend, right? If I know that this thing is going down like this and I kind of missed it up here, let's say I grab it here, I'm still profitable as hell on this trade, right? From here at that point. You see what I'm saying? Even where it's at right now, even though it hit here and we were probably down at that point, not really, but we're still down here. This is why you follow your trend, you get more bang for your buck. However, I'm a scalper. I love being in and out, both. So you'll always see me try to still grab these up and downs on it. That's what day trading pretty much is. You're in and out kind of the same day, and you can still get trades like that to add to your port. So I'll be looking at this, and I'll be looking at this week. Not even this week. I'll be looking at this tomorrow. I really want to see if we kind of get a break. Let me put an alert on this so I don't forget. Crossing up. And I'm gonna leave it the way it is, where it just touches. As long as it just touches, I want to see what's gonna happen exactly when it touches that line. To see how we'll play tomorrow when we wake up. Because if it breaks that, bro, oof, we got a nice, like I said, nice little run up. We'll probably see some green in the market, which I think last week was pretty red, if I'm not mistaken. So we can use it. We can definitely use a nice green day tomorrow. Let me see, which again that would help. Bitcoin hold, man. That's why I really think this thing is gonna hold, man. I'm just trying to figure out that next level to long it, right? Because we're already coming down. We ran up. This was already my entry before. So we have something here. We have something I want to say about here. And I want to say maybe about here. These are three possibilities that I'm hoping if we're going to start an uptrend, right? And this is how you see this, right? Like, remember, I always teach you guys how to identify these trends from back here, right? Oh, yeah, guys, look, I would have definitely gotten here, blah, blah, blah. We can all say that. It's how you do it when it's there, right? But again, you learn this way. This is how I learned how to identify these trend lines is by using the back. And then when it's here, I'm like, oh shit, well, there's the lower highs, well, exactly what we're doing right now, and that's when it counts, man. Right? So right now I'm seeing this on BTC. Hold on, let me get a bigger screen for you guys. See, guys, you see how quick I'm using the desktop? Before I used to be, yo, before I don't even use my iPad anymore because of you guys, man. I started using desktop, and I think I like it a little better. So it's working, guys. It's working. But there's a trend, right? There's your lower high. I mean, lower high, lower high. If by any miracle this thing wants to continue this trend, right? That's how we planned it out. We don't know if it's gonna happen, right? Look, it's even coming down strong as we speak. God damn. But if it does, and again, that wouldn't be a bad point to get in on a long either, because we're at that consolidation point that it's been at for a while before it even popped up. However, we should be having lower highs if we're going on this uptrend. So I want to look at an entry around here, right? And I'm gonna put this line right here ish, and I'm gonna put this for tonight. When it touches, I want to see that we're there. I don't care about this one right now. I just want to see this one. If we get that entry, I'll probably long from there and see if we, continue to go up this uptrend. If not, we can do a starter position. Remember, guys, we're at also at that point where it's super fucking, we're still at that base. where if we decide to go, and I mean like super low, man, on that starter position, we're still here, right? Where if it does go to shit, we can always average down one good average down when the time comes, even if it takes a few days to do it. But we would do that. But again, it's just still too high, man. Like if I'm gonna go on long on this, I'll probably put stop loss right under this nasty little wick. And that's your scalp. If I plan on swinging this for days, then yeah, I'm putting all the TP points. I'm putting DCA points. A for you don't know, DCA is dollar cost average, pretty much saying that if I entered here, right? Or let's say bullshit. I'm sorry. Let's say if I entered up here, pretty bad entry on the long because it's all the way up. Let's say it goes down to here, right? I throw in another, depending on again what you add. Let's say if you went in 2%, you normally with DCA you kind of almost want to add the same thing that you entered, so that would be another 2% at this point, which again wouldn't give you that exact entry, but it would give you something like this. My new strategy that has been working, bro, that has been tearing shit up, and oh my god, dude, it's been helping my port is I know me as a trader, right? I study myself as a trader all the time, and I've noticed that my trades, my entries, should I say, aren't the best. Like they're getting, I think, worse and worse every day. I swear to God. But whatever, it's not a bad thing. Dude, it's not. But I know myself, right? Hey, I know my entries are shit. So this has been my new strategies, dude. My new strategies have been, all right, can you get in with 1%? Every now and then I'll maybe do two. I feel a little more confident. 1%. What that does for me is that now I'm watching this trade, right? Now I'm watching this trade. I'm putting my lines where I really see fit. Like, oh shit, damn, this is a good point right here. If it comes down, because my every trade I go in tends to go down, I'm aiming for it to go down. You understand? I want it to go down to this point so I can then throw another 5% instead of the two or the one. And that shit, instead of only giving me to halfway, it gives it to me pretty close of where I get it. Now, mind you, now you're 7% of your total portfolio. You don't want to take a nasty loss all the way down here. That's over 100%. That's a pretty big loss. You still keep your stop loss tight. And every trade I've ever DCA'd in with these guys, any trade, man. Let's say I fucking, got in here. Well, no, let me show you a better example. Let's say I got in here and it went down all the way to here, A. I am DCAing here, which is again adding another 5% or whatever. But my stop loss is somewhere here or under a strong demand where, you know what, if it keeps going down, then shit, I just got to take my loss and bite the bullet. However, dude, look at my numbers, guys. Like it'll show you my DCAs are 100 times better than my entries, which is why my new system has been that. It's been going light, 1%. Your entries are shit, Kenny. That's it. It's a known fact, right? Your entries are shit. But damn, when you see that DCA, homeboy, let's hit it. And I've been doing that, man. And I've been getting really good DCA points, putting that 5%, lowering everything, and then I'm up, you know, fucking 10, 20, 50, 30%, 40%. And I'm trimming that first, you know, trim and then letting the rest go. And again, a lot of them has been, maybe the first trim has been light, fine, but every other second trim has been, I think, over 100% this past week. So that's showing me
Wow.
that now I'm getting the patience now to hold longer. I always think that first trim should be done, man, no matter what, at 20, anywhere from 20 to 50%, because from my experience, especially as a scalper, I've always noticed every time I get to that point, 20, 30%, it always has trouble, right? Like, let's say I entered here, this is the point where it's always at 20, 30%, that it's either I take something or I can possibly see this trade go to shit,
And
and I'd
that's because
rather.
of your entries being off a little bit.
Exactly, brother. Exactly. Yo, dude,
So
hey,
you pull out while you can before you can so you can make some money.
Yo, hey, you know what I've noticed too? This is another pattern that I've noticed, right? That my entries, they'll be in the second candle, right? So it'll jerk me. Look, it'll go up and I'll get excited. I'm like, oh shit, guys, look, we're already up 10%. Haha. But then I always get this, brother. I always get the stairway to death. Like 5, 7, 8 red candles. And that's when I always have to see, like, damn, Kenny, now you gotta average down. And again, it's not a bad thing because it's been working. You understand? It's been working. And that's just showing me that when I get in on a trade, I get in off the, oh shit, I got excited. I got a fucking big green candle. This might continue running. I get in. Just like, your basic rookie mistake. However, my experience, my years with doing this now has taught me that, yeah, that's fine. All right, your entries don't always have to be the best. But where you DCA it counts.
So instead of DCAing on that big wick on that big candle, you'll wait till it drops down to add DCA. So
Not
you don't
only
take a
that, not
loss.
only that, not only that. When I DCA, I look at a few things because I've even had people like, let's say we got in here, right, and it does all this and it's starting to come down. People panic. People used to be like, "Go, Kenny, should we DCA here? Should we DCA here?" I'm like, "No, dude, you have to have a reason to DCA, right?" So let's say this is your hour chart, right? I want to break this down to a 5 minute, right? Now you can see your trend, right? Right off the back, if I know that I fucked up and I went in there that high, okay, right? I'm waiting. Now we're in a downtrend, right? Now we're having lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. We're in a pretty nasty downtrend. Watch, and I even think, and let me erase all these other extra lines so you can see what I'm talking about. I'm gonna clone this one, and you could put this one right here. Bam. Look at that. Perfect bearish channel, right? So I know that's a bearish mark, right? And I'm bullish because I'm in a long. So I'm waiting for this, bro. Like, I don't care. I've been in a trade, where this goes down for like 12 hours, man. 12 fucking hours, bro. 12 hours going down. And then it finally breaks that trend. That's when I DCA. DCAing, I'm telling you, it's it's clutch if you know how to use it, and that's the thing. I've been around. I've seen a lot of people just, oh shit, guys, I'm DCAing here, and I'm looking at their charts, like asking myself, why are they DCAing? And oh shit, it goes lower. Oh guys, I'm DCAing one more time. Oh wait, no guys, one more time right here. Yo, that I've seen people's accounts get crushed like that, dude.
Mhm.
Crushed, bro, because they keep that's at that point is ego. I think if you're DCAing more than once, it's ego at that point because you don't want to be wrong. At that point, man. Like, you really don't want to be wrong. You're gonna keep trying to DCA until you finally fucking starts going up, and sometimes that's a bad
And then you
sign.
got your whole port invested.
Yo, brother, I've done that shit, I've been to that point where I have almost my whole port in a trade because I just keep fucking DCing, swearing it's gonna go up at one point, and next thing you know, I'm close to liquidation, and then I cut for like 100, 200, 300, 400% loss, and then all of a sudden it goes up. Like, that's the market, dude. That's what the market does, man. I'm telling you, dude. So I'm strong and adamant about that first and only DCA, man. I wait until I see clear, really clear signal. And again, it's not always right, right? Like, I'm not 100% perfect on my DCAs. I've gotten in a DCA where it just continues going down. But that's where my stop losses are, right? Like, if I know that it gets to this point and it circle jerks me and it does a whole pump fake where it makes me think that it's breaking out, I DCA, but then it continues going down, dude. My stop loss is here because I'm not gonna let that shit keep bleeding and taking out my whole port. It's easy to make
Yeah.
up a small loss. It's not easy to make up a 500, 800% loss, And I've done that shit, When I tell you I've done it, bro, I've worked my ass off to make up a big loss like that, dude. However, that shit was stressful as fuck. It fucks with your mind. Like, it's not worth it, man. Like, it's really not worth it. I'd rather take 10 negative 20%, 30%, 40% losses than a one nasty 500-600% loss, dude.
Yeah.
It drains you, bro. It really makes you not want to trade anymore, man. To come up that much, like, it's a bitch, bro. But trading, man, trading, dude, and everybody's been through it, bro. I know people in here I have, man. I've been down negative 500-600%. I had to come back. Like, it's not easy, man, but it's doable. But that's what I look for, The proper DCA. Even if I have my lines and I send it to you guys, I'm like, oh guys, this is a DCA point. If you guys don't see me saying, yo, dude, I'm actually DCAing here, don't do it because I sometimes send 2 points where I look at that looks good to me on a DCA point. I'm only gonna use one. I'm not using both. So wait for that signal, And if I haven't done it on the first one, it's because I still kind of see something bearish where it might continue going down. Wait for that signal. And when I do, I'm telling you guys, man, like, look at the numbers, man. Like, it's been fucking on point. Knock on wood. I continue to pray that the hard work continues to give me that success. But my DCAs are better. That's it. Like, my DCAs are 100 times better than my entries, and I know that now as a trader. So that is my new system. Is I'm going 1% on my first trade. If that first trade goes up, which barely does, it's still profits, right? It's still something I'm adding to my port. That might go up to 100%, and that's a good fucking return right there. If it doesn't, then yeah, I'm looking for that DCA, bro, because I want to give it a nice 5% to bring that jammy from all the way up here down to almost close to where it's at. That way, if it does decide and show me that, we are breaking this downtrend and pick up, boom, my entry will be right here, dude. So, DCA, guys. And I think somebody wanted me to go over. risk management. I'm not can't remember who it was, but that's part of risk management, man. It's just, going in there light, right? Like if you're not secure about, and again, we're never 100% secure on trades, but there are certain trades that we take that we're like 100% more confident than me just getting in here, right? Like I tell you guys, my confident trades, my strong trades are these fucking demand zone trades, man. It just worked again on Bitcoin. Like it's and we had it. I think we were again. Oh, I moved it already, right? We were around here that entry. I was here for that. That was a nasty drop. I didn't sell though. Why? Because again, I've noticed that every time we're in this demand zone, it comes up. Thank God we didn't get this. I really would have panicked there, right? Like I would have been like, "Oh, fuck this, man." But again, a part of me still would have held because of that, because we're in this demand zone, man. And again, I don't really think I'm really strung up on that whole idea of us not breaking these levels until we get some real shit news, man. Until then, I think we bounce up and down from here. And every time we're gonna do that, and every time we're down at these levels, I'm gonna keep longing, dude. I'm gonna keep longing. It's worked like the last three. I'm like 3 for 3 in these levels right now on good trades that all broke over 100. And again, this one I cut at 50. Had I held it an hour later, yeah, I would have been way over 100. That was a 75x trade, bro. Like I would have been way over 100%. So these are good levels, man. Right now, like I said, we're back into the middle ground. Sucks because now I can't be like, guys, we're definitely long in this week because we're up here already. For all we know, we can reject and come back down Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Be it down here. Then we go long. I'm also not convinced that we're coming down strong either, right? Like we're breaking the level, yeah, but we're not really coming down, down, down hard. So I'm thinking that we might get a nice little bounce off this trend line and continue going up. What we rejected at 819, and that's the shit, man. There is some strong, strong resistance here, dude. Look at that, 19.7, like strong resistance there, 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 there. It went a little higher at that point. Of course, that was that OD spike that it had. Other than that, look, 17 right there again. Like there's this pretty strong, strong rejection levels there, man. These damn bears, they don't want to see it past 20 because I think they know too, man. I think they know if we get past 20, it's on and rocking, bro. Everybody, this is all I keep hearing, right? The past weeks and months, that we've been down in these levels. Either people are going to invest a shitload of money, and even Tex himself said it, at 10K, 8K, 9K, whatever, those levels on Bitcoin, right? Which again, it would have to really break pretty nasty to get down to those levels, even the 12. But I myself, dude, if I gotta take money out of savings, I'm gonna pretty much put a lot of money on my favorite coins at these levels. Because again, you have so many people that are looking for these levels to buy, to invest the first time, that I think you're gonna just see a huge spike from these levels, right? We're also here this is the level, the 19, 18, 20 level that holds us for the next few years or few months or whatever the hell it is, um that we build up from. So what have I been telling you guys for the past months, past weeks is, if we hold these levels, this is a great starting point for all your long-term coins, right? Because if we do start to build from 19 and go back up to the 25, the 30, the 40s, then this was it, right? This is where everybody should have been buying their long-term coins. You understand? Because all these other coins that are super cheap right now on discount price, they're gonna go up. You understand? So we're at those 2 points right now at Bitcoin where, yeah, either this could be that great starting point where you start building a long-term port, or you kind of wait it out, see if we get to the 12. But the whole fucked up part about that is that what happens if this thing starts building tomorrow and we start holding 21? Oh, I'm gonna wait for 19, and then it goes to 23. No, I'm still gonna wait for 19 and 20. Oh shit, now we're at 25, 27. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the whole hard part about trading, is trying to figure out that right level. And I'm noticing more and more every time, the more older I'm getting, the more experience I'm gaining, that even if it's long term, right? Always get your starting point. And this is why I like my trades now, like more and more. That I'm always trying to find the starting point. I'm almost treating it as if it was a long term thing where I'm going light on a starting point. If it goes under, right? This is what they say, right? If you're holding anything long term, Ethereum, Bitcoin, whatever, Matic, if it goes under, that's what you add, right? Well, the same shit with us, right? Just because we're scalping, that doesn't mean we can't do that, you know certain levels that, and again, it really needs to break these levels for me to really let go of this trade kind of thing, or switch it and go to a short. Because again, we all know that if it breaks these 17s, man, a lot of people are going to be shorting the shit out of Bitcoin, and that's when I think we all print on going short. we're at those two level, guys. We're at that level where now we can either start here and build up, and it'll be great. I personally want us to kind of go down to the 12 because it'll let me grab these things at a cheaper price, man. And I think you guys should kind of almost want that too if you want this long term. I think that'll be our second chance into buying all these coins that we've always wanted. That for those of you that just started doing crypto, all you guys seen is downside, right? I haven't, man. I've been around before all this shit happened, dude. Like daily, oh, you know, dude, I've been on this shit, bro. Watch, I'm gonna show you guys now. I've been on crypto before all this run, so I was around when we had that bull run. That shit was fun. That shit was. I didn't grab anything at that time because I was still new. I didn't know. We came down. I saw a little bit of downside, so I did witness a little bit of the bear market, but I also saw how we rebounded right back up. And then this is my first time experiencing such a big downfall, right? Because mind you, at that point it stopped at 30. Now we're at 20, and we're still and we're still not out of the woods, either, right? We're almost going on a full year going straight down. So Tax and other people were saying that they've been in bear markets where it lasts is over 2 years, a year and a half, right? So for all we know, we can still continue to go down on this, and that's when I load up on long term coins because this is what TA teaches us, right? Now, what does TA teach us is that if Bitcoin is gonna go down, that's our lowest point that we're looking at, 6 fucking thousand, man. Anything goes under that, I think it'll probably die off. But you never know; it might go to 5. Okay, but that's where I'm seeing a strong support, right? Here's another one, right? That's your 12. That's your 12 that everybody keeps talking about, 12,800, right? So those are the two levels, man, that we still can get to. Just because Bitcoin went up to 60K and all that shit in 70 doesn't mean we can't get right back to these levels. I'm already a believer of anything's possible. So at that point, I'm a believer that we can get down that low. Absolutely, man. Anything's possible. If it does, then yeah, dude, I'm gonna rack up, man. I'm gonna fucking take my savings out, buy Bitcoin, buy Ethereum, whatever the hell I can load up on. Because just like Tech said, man, me and him said it, dude. When we get to these levels, we're gonna have such a fucking spike, dude, that I'm telling you, it's gonna be nasty, man. Like you're gonna see some crazy wick on that, almost like this drop right here. Let me see if I see it. Look at this drop, right? This drop was from 43 in one day to 28. There's almost, oh my god, those are almost 20k drop right there, right? But then it closed all the way up here. So I'm telling you, man, anything is possible, dude. But that's what I'm expecting. I'm expecting something like that, right? For us to hit the 12K and boom, you're gonna see a shitload of buy orders. Everybody's gonna flood the market that day, and they're gonna buy the shit out of Bitcoin. And you're gonna see probably not even this. You'll probably see that fucking candle that day turn green, bro. Of how much buy is gonna be at these two levels, man. Okay, and again, I think more at 12 because I've been hearing more 12 than anything. I haven't heard anybody say 6 at all. But it's a possibility, right? Because that's almost our lowest point, and so is I think right here we have some support too. So that's 8,900. Like there's levels, but the ones you really see strong is this one right here and these right here, almost like right here. I want to say. So that's it, guys, man. That's where my 2 cents on Bitcoin. If we go down, you guys already know we're racking up for Christmas discount prices. If it doesn't, and we stay, doing these little pops from this level, but not really breaking, I'm still gonna hold off on buying long term. Um, I think the next time we do go back to the 18, man, I think I am gonna do at least a starter position, man. Maybe put a few hundred on some of my favorite coins. That way, if it does go down to the 10 or 12K, that's when I'll really unload. Like, and again, just like my starter position, right? If I plan on investing $100,000, right? Again, for example, on long-term coins, at this point, I'll put about 10 to 15,000. You understand? Hoping that we get to these points because when we do get to these points, that's when you're gonna see me put another 50, 70 fucking K on the shit to really give that entry, that lower entry, right? And then I'm just sitting on it for the next few years and waiting, man. But that's how. And again, you also have another point just in case that if it does break that, save another few 10, 20, 30K for that level right there. That if it does hit that, boom, that's where you give it your last go, right? After that, it's I'm telling you, man, I'm almost convinced that you're gonna see upside from there. Um, you also, always want to have a little bag or start building a little funds for when it is going up. Maybe you break certain levels, resistance levels, and you kind of want to add, like another 10% or something like that. But that's how you trade, man, long term. And I'm starting to grab that whole theory on that and try to do it, integrated to the whole scalping theory, right? Where it's start a position going light, expect it to go down because this market loves to go down, but once it does get at a certain level, then add a little more, boom, bring that average down, and hopefully from there it goes up. All right, any questions, my peoples? I know I've been rambling on for a while. Any questions so far?
Nope.
My man's. Hold on, I think I have one in the chart here. Oh no. All right, 1 second. All right, so that's Bitcoin. We saw SPY again. With SPY, we're a little bit looking like almost a double bottom. Shit, even on this daily right now. No, I want to say almost looks like a double bottom here for me, but then this one kind of throws it off. And then this would have been it, but it didn't work out, right? So I don't know. All I know is that we just have some really fucking great support here, man. Like some really good, strong support here, some buy orders. So I'm gonna keep longing until we get, every time we get to these levels. I just hope we break this fucking wall already, man. This is, it's getting annoying that every time we get to the 20s, it was at 25, 25. No, it was at like 22.5 at one point, and then it just stopped, and now we just kept getting lower lows and lower and lower. Now it's every time we get to like about 19, 20K, man, look, it just comes straight fucking down, which is bad, right? Because then we're just holding these levels, squeezing. But look what happened today when we squeeze, right? Like the same way it's looking on the daily, what we were just showing on that trade on a smaller time frame, that it popped up with Bitcoin. That's what it's almost looking like on the daily, man. This is why I really like that level that I was in. I should have probably held that fucking entry and just gave it a few days to see how, if it would have reacted to it. But it's still not a bad thing, man. Like we're still here. I'll still look at smaller time frames tonight and tomorrow to see where we can get a good entry on Bitcoin. Still, I still think we could fucking dominate this coin. Just want to see a breakage. I don't want to get it from where it's at. I don't even like it where it's at for the starter position because that shit is pretty high and it already ran. But we have some downtrend here, so maybe a little breakage out of there. Maybe this is the retest. I don't know. Let's see. We'll continue to watch. Let me just get a quick glance of Ethereum, and then I think we are done for Sunday prep, y'all. Sunday. See, this one always looks different, though. I love Ethereum, man. Damn, this one should have been another one too. All right, so excuse me. Um, there's a downtrend, right? That was a downtrend on Ethereum, and I think that was the same one on the weekly. Let me see. Week. No, I don't know. Oh, that's not it. 1 week. There it is. Okay, so bam, bam. See where? See, yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is why everybody likes fucking Ethereum, man, because Ethereum is at that like 12K level where everybody's looking at for Bitcoin, man. I swear. Like any lower than this is fuck, man. You're almost talking about 200 on Ethereum or 400. Like there's no other strong consolidation points on this, man, besides here where it's at. And again, that last time it came down to that low level, it was almost 800, right? 800. Yeah, that's when that shit ran, and it's been holding up that level ever since. However, we're still overall downtrend, right? Let me see if I can grab the tops. Something like this. All right, we're still holding those tops. We're at that point right now as we speak on Ethereum. So, but again, look, Ethereum is just showing you that you still have downside to this, man. You still, if you break this little minor support, and again, this is on the weekly, something like this, right? You still have that going for that. So if it breaks that, then these are the levels that you're kind of looking at. And it's almost like I said with Bitcoin, right? With Bitcoin, these are probably your 19K levels. This is your 12K. I want to say that if it does break that 19, I mean that levels right here on Ethereum, which is about 1200, we'll get back down to these thousands and maybe a little lower. But that would be to me an amazing buying opportunity as well, because that's just where Ethereum's kind of almost lowest point is, unless it really goes back to birth, right? Whereas that goes back to $100 and shit, then that's really a discount. But again, I don't really think that it will get to that point. You just never know. I never know. But that's pretty much it, guys, man. If you guys don't have any other questions or any charts you want to look at, think I am done. I'm gonna go put my son to bed, and I'm gonna be back in like another hour or so to look at some trades.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have a little long night. I put my alarm to kind of manage when you're gonna get on.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, that's why I love my late nights, man. Late nights, I don't have nobody bothering me. My wife is upstairs sleeping with the baby, bro. I fucking focus on these charts, everything is nice and quiet, man. And I tend to look at these charts a lot better that way, you know what I mean? All right, man.
I just want to remind before everybody gets off, try to pay attention to what Bitcoin's going to be at around 4 to 5 a.m.
It
I
was
know
break
I say it all the time.
it was breaking up at the end, brother. Say that one more time.
Oh, I was saying, pay attention to what Bitcoin's going to do around 4 to 5 a.m. on our time for Cali time.
Mm, 4 5
Because
a.m.
remember how it because that other Monday didn't work out because of all that bad news. But
Mm.
every Monday has a decent spike.
Is this Brian?
Yeah, it's Brian.
Oh, you sound different, bro.
Oh, it's
You
because
sound-
I'm on a headphone
Oh, I
and
was
I
about
had
to say.
earmuff on.
I thought that was Blur Trace. I'm like, yo, who is that? Wait, is that fucking Blur or is that fucking Brian?
Yeah, no, I'm in the freezer right now, but yeah,
Got you, man. But yeah,
I
man.
just wanted to remind that I'm gonna stay up and see how it plays out. I'll definitely say something in chat if I see it being the low of it.
Hell yeah.
So I'll be online. I'll probably be on the charts by at 4 a.m. until who knows. So
You working tonight, Brian?
yeah, I'm at work right now. I've been eavesdropping this whole time.
And I was asking 'cause I wanted to see what time you were gonna get off, man. To see if you and I could have done some
Oh
trading tonight,
yeah,
man.
I'm gonna get off at 10 if I'm gonna check my PTO and I'm gonna get off at 10 if I can.
Oh hell yeah, dude! If you get home early or whatever you want to trade, let me know, man. I plan on staying up
Oh
till like
yeah, for
12, 1
sure.
o'clock tonight, man. So,
Okay. All right. I'll definitely let you know then.
all right, brother, man. All
All
right,
right. Peace out,
guys.
guys.
I am out of here. If you guys don't have any more questions, it's been a pleasure. Again, guys, every Sunday we do this. This is why I like to kind of stick to one of these charts like this one where we draw it out, we give our predictions on it, and we see what happens. In the next few weeks. Um, right now, like I said, you have that resistance at 20, which we're looking to, kind of short if we do get that high. Again, it hasn't even been getting that high lately, so we'll see. But it's kind of neutral, man. I was neutral last week. We were around here and we haven't really moved. We're almost at the same entry if you look across. So I'm almost neutral this week, which is good, right? Because there gives us our indications that we can go both ways. We can either go longs or shorts, at certain levels, and we'll look at these other coins. I want to look at APT, see what crazy moves it wants to do this week. After that run up, this might be a great short opportunity. It might be a good, long. I still want to dissect this one and break it down before I decide what we're gonna do with this one. But I like these dangerous ones, man. They're fun to trade because they're doing shit that nobody else is. Right now, nobody else is kind of spiking like that besides Bitcoin. And again, Bitcoin came right back down. This one didn't. This one spiked up, continued, still kind of giving us life. Um, so I like to keep my eyes on these. Let me see.
Yo, Kenny, have you decided what trading platform you're going to move to yet?
So I had I had a Zoom call with a representative from BingX, man. Like I said, I showed them good vibes. They like what we're doing. They really want to work with us. And again, more on a personal level, not like with Big Get. Big Get was just, it was a good friend that hooked us up with a good discount. He kind of worked with them over there. This one it'll be, dude, I'm working with the person, they even like asking us on any tips that we can help them with, like the interface and to make it more user friendly. So we'll have more hands on into it, which I love. I love that idea. And again, they're new. So it'll be dope, to kind of join forces with a platform like that at the very beginning to see it grow. I saw that happen with BigGet when nobody was using BigGet, brother. Nobody was using it. Only one or two traders, if that. I remember joining onto it. Then you started seeing some other analysts use it. Now it's big, right? Now we all use it. So I kind of want to do the same with BingX. But the fact that I like about BingX is that one, they're almost the only ones that match Binance's super low trading fees. Like they're even cheaper than BitGet right now, which is huge, right? For them to just come out like that and already have lower fees than most of all these platforms, OKEX, fucking Bybit, KuCoin. So that's a plus for me, right? And this is why I think it's gonna be a little hard to get a discount with them because they already have that already going. But again, I'm gonna work my magic, man. When I aim for something, I
The
try to.
only thing about them is their entries. Like whenever I do a limit order, it fills at a weird spot. It doesn't fill at the exact spot that you want it to, even if
Dude,
you trigger order. It
I
kind of
told
like
her
it's
that.
like starts out like negative a few percent. That's kind of whack.
I told her that. I told her that. That was my very first complaint when I was talking with her. I was like, listen, one of my guys, actually a few of them, they put it in the chat that they really didn't like that, and she's even gonna send me an email. She's saying that there's a best way of trying to really get the limit order. I was playing with it yesterday, and it was grabbing my entry, man. Like I was, and again, I'll show you guys, or I'll do, 1 day lesson on just how to use Bing X. But I was able to get a quick order, so that's what kind of had me hesitant. However, she still says that's something that they are working on. She's like, hey, Kenny, just give us some time on that. Um, every exchange that I've ever used, brother, at the beginning, they all had their shit, man. I remember even Binance, it wouldn't fill at all, dude. On a limit order or trigger order, it would never fill. Like it's always had its issues, and I think they finally fixed that. Same with BitGet. BitGet had its issues at the beginning, so you gotta expect these new guys to have some kind of issue. But again, as long as they fix it and they're already aware of it and have that, telling us that, hey, dude, that is something we are looking at already, to try to get fixed, then it's a plus for me, right? Like I want to see them actually do it and fix it. And if they fix that, I think it's a plus. Another thing I noticed on it was that I have to write her and ask her is that whenever you put a certain amount of money, right, it shows you two options. Either let's say you're buying Bitcoin and it'll say on the Bitcoin, or you're using USDT, it'll say USDT. I'm putting in an amount, like I'm typing in $100, and it's only opening the fucking order at like 10 cents. That's a big problem for me, right? Because I don't want to keep
Yeah,
fucking.
yeah, it's been doing that for me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So you see, so that's another thing that I'll make sure I put a star on that one because I didn't like that at all. Like I really don't like that. So that's things that they got to work on. This week again, she's gonna write me back this week. Just to again give us the links and everything so we can start getting discounts. I want to see them fix that, man. Once they fix that, I think I'll be 100% more secure on it and feel better about it. Also, like I said, a lot of us are leaning towards not fully towards forex, but kind of doing both. And I think we already have a few traders that have been doing really well, man. Like you have Blur that's been killing forex calls. You have Drew that's been killing forex and crypto calls. So we're gonna lean towards that, man. I think anything as long as we have charts and we could trade. I think we're gonna do. We're gonna pick up anything that has charts, man. So I like that. That we'll have the forex in one. We'll have indices, which is again your Nasdaq. We could even play the Nasdaq on it, which I think is dope. Your S&P 500, which again, even on that shit, right? I think you needed certain platforms like what's it called? What was the name of that one? Think or Swim to trade on that. We can do it on there, bro. So I love the fact that these guys have almost, three different trading platforms in one. The only thing that concern that brings to me is that I always thought of when I first heard that what, being that they have three different platforms in one, that's probably why they get shitty entries because that's a lot of information in one fucking app, right? Like again, unless they found like just a way to master it like that. But again, in time, I think in time those guys will be even bigger than Big Get, to be honest, man. And their copy trading is pretty easy too. I told her my concerns about that, right? So mind you, one of the reasons I don't copy trade on Big Get is because it messes with the way I trade. You guys know how I trade. I love to trim. That's how I compound. That's how I grow my port. I can't do that on Big Get. In Big Get, if I copy trade, if I get in on a short here and this is looking good and I'm fucking iffy on it and I want to trim, I can't trim. I either have to close the whole thing there and then worry about FOMO. I don't like that shit, dude. That's something that I cut at the very beginning of my trading because it gave me FOMO. This is why I started that whole trimming thing. So I don't like Big Get because of that, because I cannot copy trade the way I want to and actually trim positions because you can only close the contract or whatever, like if it was an option kind of thing. So this one, she's assuring me that that one has, or if not, they're going to add it because I told her how big I was on it. I'm like, listen, the only way you guys are gonna be copy trading on there is if you have it where a way that I'm not trading, I'm not changing my trading, right? Like if you guys let me trim on there, I'll try it, of course, fuck it, why not? But if it's just like Big Ed, then I won't do it. I'm not. You guys know how I feel about the whole copy trading shit in general. If I do it, it's for fun, man. If I do copy trading, guys, it's me throwing $100 in an account, telling you guys, yo, let's go fucking put $100. If you guys fucking lose it, we lose it. Hey, well, we're gonna have fun with it. And we're gonna try 50% trades, and we're gonna try full port trades, all the shit you shouldn't do, to have fun, to make trading fun. And if we could bank on that shit, we're gonna bank on it, right? But again, it's to fun. Last time I tried to do copy trading, it felt too much like a job. I wasn't throwing out theory trades. I wasn't throwing out any fun trades, and I didn't like it, dude, and I did suck, man. I didn't like it. It was going bad, so I left it. I was like, nah, that shit is changing the way I trade. And this is how I know it changed the way I trade, because when I went back to my numbers, you look at my numbers. January, February, I was doing March, which was the month that I finally left copy trading, it went up to like 80%. That was me having fun again trading. So that's how I knew it, man. I was like, dude, maybe this is not for me, but I'll continue having fun and throwing good trades, man. And I don't have to do copy trading for that, right? So, but again, like I said, I do want to try it because I know it's so high in demand, man. Everybody wants fucking copy trading for the right and the wrong reasons. So, if you guys want it that bad, man, let's do it. Let's have fun with it. But that's it, right? Like, I'm just gonna have fun with it. I'm not gonna do anything crazy where I'm trying to fucking triple or quadruple anybody's port. I'm having fun with it, dude. That's it. If it gets that point and it does happen, then shit, pat on the back. If it doesn't, then I told you guys, right? Like I said so. I told you so. So that's it, man. And again, it'll only be for us here, man. I'm not doing that in all these other servers. I think by the time I do that, I'll be fully exclusive in Good Vibes. That is my goal. For I wanted it to be at the end of this year. I might give it a little more time and push it back a little further. But my goal was to not be in any more servers, just to stick to Good Vibes, man. I'm tired. I'm getting old. I'm in all these servers, man. Like way too many fucking servers right now, dude. And again, it's not a bad thing.
Damn.
It's a oh, dude, it's a blessing, man. Like it's a blessing. I'm in all these fucking servers, bro. You'll find me in these channels. You know, that's what my hard work did, right? Like, it got me all of these fucking, different places, and that's how my name grew. And I'm blessed, and I'm happy for it. But I'm also getting, older, and I'm tired of having to the same way I do with Good Vibes. I jump in all these other ones. Hey guys, what's going on? To keep it live, and I don't want to do that anymore. I want to put all my focus into to what I created. Like this is home. I don't want to jump
Yeah,
in
it's a
all
lot of
these.
dedication to being everybody's stuff and
Oh,
still have your own.
oh, hey. Oh, there's days, where fuck, man, my brain is just fried because I'm jumping everywhere here, there. I'd rather be home here with my guys, and I'm starting to get to know all these guys, man. They're fucking great, great guys, man. Like really good-hearted people. So, this is home. This is where I want to focus all my energy. This is where I want to focus all my attention. That way, you guys need help. You guys get it, right? It's not, oh, guys, I can't help you right now because I'm in fucking doing a live in this server and in this server. No, it's, oh shit, you guys need help or this. All right, I'm right here. What's up? What do you got? So that's
Yeah.
that's the game plan, man. That's the game plan. But all right, guys, that is it. Uh, thank you for coming out Sunday, man. Next Sunday I think we're doing Euro time, so it'll be at 12 p.m. PST. That's about 3 p.m. EST. I don't know the other time zones, but yeah, we're doing it early next week. Who wrote me this week? We have Joker Carry doing Wednesday Forex class intro to Forex number 2 at 6. Hold on, let me double check. Wednesday 5 p.m. 5 p.m. Eastern. Damn, that's what 5. That's 2 p.m. my time. All right, so yeah, we have Joker Carry doing part 2 of the Forex this week. I was supposed to have David Saturday, but we had fight night, man. So fight night is fight night. Maybe he'll be in next Saturday or sometime the following week to show us what he does. And like I said, I'm gonna keep trying to get different guys in here for you guys, so you guys can see everybody's different, methods and strategies of trading. That way, you guys can pick up and learn this yourself. All right, my peoples, I am out of here. Have a great
All right,
night.
Rohan. Thanks for the info.
Always, brother. Always, man. Always, always, man. You guys have a good night. I'll see the rest of you guys in a few minutes. I think my son is almost sleeping too, so I'm trying to kill some time and see if I don't have to go put his little ass to bed. But let's see. If I do, it'll be quick, man. It'll probably be like half an hour, and then I'll come back and I want to see if we can maybe find some trades. All right, my
All right,
dudes. I'll talk to you guys later, man. Peace.
later.